Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Matt with the DPI podcast. Let's get a little bit of focus here. That's better. No Peter tonight, but we've got a good show. Lots of news. Tons of stuff from Paris. We've got a hurricane bearing down on Walt Disney World. And big expansion to a fan favorite ride over at Disneyland. So hang out with us. We're going to get into it here in a bit. Hi, I'm Matt. Welcome to Disney Planning Insights. Through creative content and live shows, we explain the hidden details of the Disney experience so that our clients can execute memorable adventures. Together with Princesses and the Mouse Disney Travel, we have helped hundreds of clients plan, book, and prepare for magical Disney vacations. Let our experience help you avoid common planning mistakes and maximize the enjoyment on your next Disney trip. All right, it's Tuesday night. We got a live show, just like every other Tuesday night, basically. Just this week, no co-host. You just have me tonight. I am Matt with the DPI podcast. You can check us out here on Facebook, over on Twitch, on Twitter, Facebook. You can find us a lot of different places. But we've got a really good show for you tonight. Just a lot of news. I mean, that's the big thing, is there's a lot going on at the parks. They're kind of ramping up for D23, and we're reaping some of the benefits of that right now. Disneyland Paris just released a ton of stuff that's coming to the parks next year. A lot of that was to boost their initial booking number, because their bookings for next year through March of 2025 open today. So lots going on with the parks. So we're going to get into it pretty quick. We're going to talk through the news, and then we'll kind of go from there. So let's go ahead and let's get into the news, and we'll kind of do it from there. So here comes the news. All right, so 15 minutes on the news. I think I'm going to go a little bit longer. Let's start with the top story. We've got Hurricane Idalia kind of working its way to the Florida west coast right now. Looks like landfall is going to be somewhere between Tampa and like Pensacola. It's a pretty wide cone right now on where they think, but I think it's going to be somewhere in that Big Bend in Florida. And looks like landfall is going to be sometime tomorrow morning. They're talking 8 to 12 foot storm surge, 135 mile an hour winds. It is going to be a major hurricane. If you are in the area under an evacuation order, please be safe. If you're not under an evacuation order, lots of rain, lots of wind, that kind of stuff, be safe. Disney is helping out in any way they can. First off, they're going to be closing the water park and the putt-putt courses. No big surprise. That's kind of common for them to do. Parks are still open as running normal park hours tomorrow. As far as they know, they're monitoring the situation and will change as needed and accordingly. Also, if you are in one of those evacuation areas, Disney is offering 50% off their hotel rooms for anybody that needs a place to stay. So if you want to go to Orlando, stay on Disney property, 50% off the hotel rooms right now for anybody in the evacuation area or a first responder. So I'm sure that some people are going to be taking advantage of that as well. Which is cool for Disney to do. Disney hotels are Category 5 hurricane rated. They are built to withstand everything that they can get, the wind, the rain, all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty awesome. Parks, as far as the parks go, if they can open, they're going to open them. Rainy days at the parks can be fun if you go into it trying to have fun. I mean, I think that's the big thing is, you know it's going to rain at some point at Disney. It's just when, and you just got to figure out how you can have fun there. They have the rainy day parade. They've got a lot of things you can do inside rides, inside shows, that kind of stuff. So we did do a top 3 on ways to spend a rainy day at the parks. You can check that out over on the YouTube channel if you're interested in that. Moving along, you know, the other thing that they really announced here at World, and a couple of things, because we're starting to get really close to the opening of Journey of Water. They've given some of they've taken down the construction walls. They've given us some previews of the sign. We've seen some previews of the stuff within this attraction. And we're starting to get some idea of when pass holder, or not pass holder, but cast member previews are going to be. We're going to have pass holder, DVC, and D23 events that will happen, and then it'll open to the general public. What we're hoping within the show, at least, is that when we are down there next week, that since we are going to be part of the destination D23 down there, that we get a chance to go into this attraction and possibly get some video, or at least an idea of what it's going to be, so we can let you know what it's going to be before you plan your trips down there for your next visit. The other thing happening at World, and I passed over it, where'd it go, is they released their first ever extended evening hours schedule for Animal Kingdom. So it's going to have some extended evening hours in November, which is really, really cool. And those extended evening hours are for deluxe resort guests. And it's really, really cool. You get to go into certain parks. Usually it's on like Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it's been between Epcot and Hollywood Studios for a little while, and Magic Kingdom. And now we're going to get some of this at Animal Kingdom. And it looks like that the first ones at Animal Kingdom are going to be on November the 8th. So going through October, basically all of the dates in October are between Epcot and Hollywood Studios. All the dates in September, August through September. So there's one tomorrow night at Magic Kingdom from 10 p.m. to midnight. And then through September, it's going to be between Magic Kingdom and Epcot, except for on the 30th, which is going to be Hollywood Studios. And then, like I said, Animal Kingdom gets one from 7 to 9 p.m. on November the 8th. Animal Kingdom is a very, very neat park at night. And for a few different reasons. One of the big ones is that you have the Pandora area. And Pandora, with all the bioluminescent paint and everything that the floating mountains do and all that kind of stuff, is awesome at night. The other thing is going to be for the Tree of Life. The actual doing the awakening of the Tree of Life. November the 8th is probably going to be kind of borderline for the Christmas stuff, but you might get the Merry Menagerie or something like that coming out. So lots of cool things there. Harmony, hey, what's going on over on Twitch? Not a whole lot's going on, at least personally. Tons of stuff going on at the parks, and that's what we're talking about now. But yeah, so Animal Kingdom, really, really cool at night. I want to see, and we talked about it a little bit last week, is we want to see more evening hours at Animal Kingdom. Bring back a show. Let that awakening happen. Let people ride Everest at night. There's a lot of things that can be really, really nice at Animal Kingdom at night. You had the safari at night that they used to do, where you got to hang out over in the Kilimanjaro safari area, and you did a dinner and a snack, and that was really cool. So it's really, really good to see that they're starting to utilize the park a little later. The 7 to 9 is still, it's something for deluxe guests, but I want to see this expanded to regular guests as well. So yeah, so that's about it over at World. We had a few more dates, so there are no more September dates for Not So Scary available now. So if you are wanting to go to Not So Scary, you're gonna have to go in October. And then let's see, Paris. Hollywood Nights. The Jollywood Nights is sold out for the opening night now, November 11th. And that's the first night to sell out. These are going to be on select nights, November 11th through December 20th. Paris. Disney Lorcana, the card game that debuted at Gen Con here in Indianapolis earlier this year. It's really popular right now, and today it released at World, Springs, and Land. The line at Springs was a few hundred people long when it opened, which was pretty awesome. It's just something that's really cool, and it's going to be something that Peter and I talk about a little bit while we're at World next week. Let's see. I had somebody pop in on me over here. Let's see what's going on. So what are you selling me, Harmony? I said, hey. I am doing well, Harmony. Thanks for checking out the show tonight. Hopefully, you are a Disney fan and you're getting something out of it. But yeah, pretty cool. Let's go over and let's go to World or to Land. Land's got some cool stuff going on. First thing is they announced a couple of new characters for Oogie Boogie Bash. First is going to be the villain from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Second is going to be the villain from Big Hero 6. So that's kind of cool. A couple of new villains over there. New fairy tale carriage for fairy tale weddings at Disneyland Resort was released this week, last week with Disney Princess Week, and just got a lot going on all over the parks. Let's see what else was over at Land. So Disneyland is expanding the queue area for Haunted Mansion. So this is kind of cool. So they're going to extend the outdoor queue with a new show building and a shop. So the stately grounds of the Haunted Mansion will expand next year to include an expanded outdoor queue featuring gardens inspired by Master Gracie, Madame Leota and the One-Eyed Cat. New Madame Leota themed retail shop will open near the ride's exit. So yeah, expansion there starts in January. No expected date. No expected date on the end of it. May I have your consent? I would like to share you something. Kind of iffy on you sharing me something, Harmony. Don't know you. So if it's Disney related, go ahead. If it's not, probably not too interested in it. So yeah. But no, really cool over at Land. Scott Gustin has a really good article with some of the mock-up art, and I'm sure we'll get some more about it at D23 next week. Over to Paris. Now, Paris, like I said, they dropped a ton of stuff. First off, Avengers Power of the Night. Avengers Power of the Night is going to extend. Now, not only is it going to be from September 1st to November 5th, so starting here in a couple days, it's back, and this is the drone show at Walt Disney Studios Park. It's also going to be from December 2nd through January 7th. So during their kind of Christmas celebration as well, you're going to get Avengers Power of the Night there. Now, the one thing that we noticed when we were in Paris is it's European weather. It was windy a lot while we were there. And they don't put the drones up when it's windy. Now, if it's just like a little smattering or rain or something like that, they'll put them up. But if it's windy, they don't go up because the drones aren't going to fly right. And it was windy basically every day that we were there. So this is very much one of those hit or miss shows. I think of the 5 nights that we were there, they ran it 3 nights. No, they ran it 2 nights. And they may not run the drones, but they'll run the show every night. So that's the other thing, is the show is basically a projection show on their Tower of Terror, with drone accompaniment. Sometimes the drones fly, sometimes they don't. Just kind of nature of the beast. Also announced, Spring 2024, Walt Disney Studios Park will welcome a musical extravaganza inspired by the whimsical world of Alice in Wonderland in the former Stunt Show Arena. So that's kind of cool. An Alice in Wonderland inspired show. And then in 2024, Disneyland Paris will launch Disney Symphony of Colors, a set of new experiences with a new drone and projection show from January 8th, and a new production on Central Plaza celebrating the amazing animation of Disney and Pixar on February 10th. So it's a lot of really cool things going on over at Paris, and not to be outdone, Disneyland Paris Hotel is reopening in the first quarter of 2024. So September 12th is when dates will open for the Disneyland Hotel at Disneyland Paris. So think about it. Most of your dates opened up today. Disneyland Hotel at Disneyland Paris dates will open up on September 12th. So 2 weeks from today is when those will open up. Disneyland Paris Halloween Festival is set to make its spectacular return from October 1st through November 5th. Mischief makers, villainous masters, and mysterious hosts have been working hard to conjure up the most joyfully spooky Halloween event. Characters in costumes, decorations. They released that they're going to do the parades and all that kind of stuff. I had it somewhere. Like I said, this has been a big week of news. Tokyo Disney, Tiana's Palace. I thought I had it. I don't. One more thing from Disneyland Paris. So Disneyland Paris Entertainment VP David Duffy is leaving the resort. After just a few years, he has been named VP of Live Entertainment at Walt Disney World. I'm making a bigger deal of this than a lot of people are. And maybe for this reason alone, that I feel like he is going to be the one that brings the drone show either to Epcot or to Animal Kingdom. I really think it makes sense at Animal Kingdom. I think they tested at Epcot, maybe get an idea of how this will work in Florida, and then move it to Animal Kingdom in some capacity, whether it's, a different show, an expanded show, something like that. So, lots of things going on there. Okay. Lots. Disney Hong Kong breaking news: Rapunzel's Lantern Festival, Anna and Elsa's Frozen Journey, Peter Pan's Neverland Adventure, and Fairy Tinkerbell's Busy Buggies are coming to Fantasy Springs at Tokyo Disney Resort in 24. New attraction lineup for 24, which is really, really cool. Yeah, like I said, just a lot of stuff going on. Apparently, I'm all over the place with my bit right now. So I know I just saw that. Thanks, Air. Where's my widget? There it is. Come on, figure yourself out. I don't know why all of a sudden it'll just jump like this. It'll just jump around. Like I'm going from like 12,000 kilobits to 4,000 kilobits. It's just jumping all around. Just doesn't maintain just a nice smooth stream. All right, that's about it for the news. I'm gonna keep a few things available for Peter next week, just because I think there's some stuff that I think that he'll want to be a part of, at least on the trip planning side. If you've been around with us for a while, you know that we're working on a new part of the show, and it's going to be coming hopefully next month. I'm thinking it's probably going to be closer to beginning of October, but it is going to be the Disney Deep Dive, and I'm going to put it up over on the other screen here, and let me go over to the other screen so you guys can see this. It's going to be really, really cool. It's something I feel like a lot of people are going to enjoy. It's just one of those things that's going to be something different. So let's go ahead and check out what we're looking at as a little bit of a preview. All right, that was a little bit better. But yeah, that's going to be the Disney Deep Dive. Coming to this show probably, like I said, end of September, early October, something like that. It's going to be something that's really cool. I'm really excited for it. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. It will be in addition to the top three. So you'll have the new segment. You'll have the top three when Peter's here. And then the Disney Deep Dive we can do whether Peter's here or not. Because a lot of it's going to be where are things in the park, you know, when is the best time to go ride it, what is the ride about, what is the hotel about, you know, our insights and opinions on top of a ton of facts about the ride. So it's going to be a really cool segment, and I'm really excited to get to it once we have everything built for it and it ready to go. You know, we're really close. I just want to make sure that everything that I have built up for the segment works well and that kind of stuff. So we'll go through a couple of tests before it actually goes live. But guys, thank you for joining us tonight. Like I said, pretty quick show because there was no Peter with Princesses and the Mouse. But if you are looking to book a trip with us, go over to Facebook at PATM Disney Travel. You'll find Princesses and the Mouse Disney Travel will be a picture of Peter with his family. Definitely send them a message and let them know what you're looking for. If you want to send it to both of us, we can see it there. But you can go on the website at patmdisneytravel.wixsite.com/planning. Again, thank you guys all for joining us. We will see you next weekend. Bye now. No guests tonight, you just had me. We talked a ton of news, and we talked about the new segment that is coming end of September, early October, Disney Deep Dive. If you're looking for us on social media, you can find us in a lot of places. Over on Facebook at DPI Podcast for the podcast, at PATM Disney Travel for the travel side. Over on Twitter, it's where we do a lot of our conversations. It's at Disney Insights. You can also find us on Instagram, on YouTube, and on Twitch. Thank you guys for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, all that kind of fun stuff. We appreciate all of your support, and we will see you